Afternoon, Pokésports, on with another VGC Battle Stadium Series 12 video. Bring you a LURANTIS team. Now, LURANTIS I have not yet used in Series 12, and it's always kind of that one grass type that is honestly really good because it's unique, and is unique because it's good, and no one ever really uses it. So let's try to use it today is what the goal of the video is. And you also might be noticing another unfamiliar face, that being the Cofagrigus on the team. I'm questioning Cofagrigus as a choice here for you know, Trick Room setter. Like, my mind just kind of goes to, why not use Dusclops? But QuiverDancer didn't want to do that. This team is from QuiverDancer on Twitter. We'll make sure to link their stuff down below in the description. They did bring this to the Vancouver regionals. And I want to try it out. I mean, this is probably one of the more interesting teams that I have seen from Vancouver regionals, so let's give it a shot. I mean, this kind of been in like unplanned Trick Room week, sort of. Not really, because the last team we used had an ogre on it, but you know what I mean. We've used a lot of Calyrex-Ice on the channel in the past couple of days, so it just kind of seems like a nice theme to fit. Now, if you guys are excited to see LURANTIS here on the channel, you know what to do. Hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokésports if you haven't done so already. Super excited that we have hit 10K by now, which is like, you know, a milestone for both me, myself, and Mike, which is really, really dope. And yeah, thanks for all the support. I really don't know what else to say. I'm very bad when I'm put on the spot with like being gushy and stuff. But yeah, thanks. Anyway, battle time. All right, Calyrex versus Calyrex-Ice. A little bit nervous, right? But I do see a lot of things weak to Urshifu, which I'm kind of liking. You know, that's really good news for us. But I'm also seeing a lot of things like Mimikyu that won't be fun to play against. Now, I'm thinking that if our goal here is to knock out the Mimikyu and prevent them from getting Trick Room up, honestly, wait, if they get Trick Room up, we win. So I don't think we have to try really hard to stop them. LURANTIS also does super well into Ogre. Like, our biggest concern is going to be that Calyrex-Ice. But Urshifu can deal with that little concern very nice and very simply. How about just like a straight up Urshpalkia, LURANTIS, and then Calyrex-Ice? That will be our setter, question mark? Because like, we could bring Cofagrigus here, but they do have their own Urshifu, right? So if they have their own Urshifu, they have their own Shadow Stink on Mimikyu. I'm a little bit less inclined to bring the Mummy. Not because, that's not to say that, hey, technically you could also say the same thing about Calyrex-Ice being weak to ghost moves and such. But at least Calyrex-Ice has more utility outside setting Trick Room and waiting, right? So they're going to lead with potential Trick Room setting on their side of the field, which is interesting for sure. And this is in fact going to definitely be like, if this isn't a fake out into Urshi, then I don't know what is, right? I have no idea what else it could be. It has to be a fake out into Urshi, and it has to be a Trick Room here. Which means I honestly think we could just detect. We could flare, or we can Wormwind. I think I'm more inclined to Wormwind here, because it'll lower the attack of both of their mons, and that could just help us in the end. Like, yeah, flare could potentially do more damage, but it could also proc a weakness policy, which I don't want right now. They also only had one fairy type on their team, and if they didn't lead with it, I don't think they brought it. That being Mimikyu. So hey, this is looking pretty decent so far. I don't like to speak before the turn actually plays out, but you know, no Dynamaxes either. This could just be a straight KO on this Calyrex-Ice. All right, there's the fake out into the Urshi. Wow. No way. Followed by the big ol' Wormwind into the Calyrex-Ice. Does take it very well. I'm safety goggles. That's why. Got it. I was like, that's definitely not life orb damage. They just Glacial Lance, so they don't even Trick Room. So if we weren't fine before, we're definitely fine now, right? Oh, they're life orb. Wow. Gotta say, not what I expected in the slightest. Now I'm wondering how I can maximize my damage output here. Like, a Wicked Blow will definitely knock out this Calyrex-Ice from that health. but so will a Wormwind. Would a Wicked Blow do more damage to Rilla, or would a Wormwind do more damage to Rilla? I think I'm going to change it up just because I guess there could be a Mimikyu in the back after seeing the Wormwind. Well, would you look at that? Oh, no, that's an Urshifu. So, honestly, I probably shouldn't have changed it. Oh, well, it's fine. Grassy Glide's not going to do a lot of damage to us. We're also going to lower the attack on the Urshi, which isn't going to matter, unfortunately. I do think I should preserve the Urshi simply because that was a crit, guys. Simply because they have a Calyrex at, you know, an HP low enough to where Urshi can knock it out. And whether I have to Sucker Punch in Trick Room or whether I have to go for Wicked Blow outside of Trick Room, both are very favorable in both situations. So, I think the new focus became their Urshi because their Urshi prevents my Calyrex-Ice from doing anything. I don't know. I don't think I want to swap in Calyrex-Ice into my Urshi slot. Like, maybe Lurantis is the play here. So let's do just that. We go Lurantis, then we go Wormwind right into here. There's no way they have Mimikyu now, right? They've shown us 3 Pokemon, and their last has to be their second restricted, which I believe was Ogre. And hey, I still have a max health Palkia. Well, max-ish. All right, let's get our Lurantis on the field. Lurantis the Daydreamer. That's so nice. They're going to double swap. Not double swap. They're going to swap out Rilla this time. Okay. Back into Calyrex. Okay, well, you're going right back down to -1, my friend. They do go for the Wicked Blow into my Palkia. It's not going to be enough to knock me out, but it's going to do a lot of damage. It's going to feel really good knocking out this Ursh, not going to lie. It's going to feel real good. All right, cool. Big problem out of the way. The rest of their team is 1 HP except for their final bond that they haven't shown us yet. But I'm just going to say it's Ogre. Because I feel like that's like the most probable Pokemon to face in this situation. I also think I'm going to try to Trick Room here. That might be greedy. Is it though? That's not an Ogre. That's a Metagross. Whoa. Well, that's interesting. Well, I have Night Slash for this. But that could be the Dynamax. So maybe a little bit more cautious here. Well, I don't need Lurantis anymore is what that means. The Urshifu just became a lot more important of a Pokemon as well. Oh, this is a little complicated. I'm going to Superpower? Because that'll just give me defenses, right? I don't think I Trick Room anymore because that ends up helping them. I think I just... Do I double in? I know Lurantis is slow, but like how slow is slow? I know I'm running out of time. 10 seconds. Very slow. Got it. Fight. Superpower. Bang. Spatial. Bang. Oh, okay. Whew. I'm so sorry, KB. All right. They're going to Dynamax their Metagross. Fine. That's a big old Metagross. Very terrifying. I am not even going to lie. That is honestly not what I want to see right now. But we should outspeed it. With our Palkia, at least. Now I'm sad. Because I think I doubled in that spot. So... Oh. Oh, the game is saving me because I didn't make it in time. Oops. Steel Spike into my Lurantis is not going to knock me out, thankfully. Wait, did I also Superpower into Metagross? Please tell me I Superpowered into Metagross. No, that one was in the Calyrex. Okay. Did I just Spatial into Metagross by accident then? I might have done it by accident. But cool, they weren't able to knock me out, which is all that really mattered. The Lurantis might just go down here. And like, honestly, if it does, it does, right? Fine. Unfortunately, Lurantis wasn't able to do much. I guess I should try to live, you know, just in case they do go for the Palkia this turn. And if they switch in Rilla, they switch in Rilla. I hope they don't, but if they do, they do. They don't? Okay. Here's a Spatial Rend. Into the ice. Will not knock out thanks to the grassy glides. They do rotate targets though. I need this Lurantis to outspeed their Calyrex-Ice. And I think if a Calyrex-Ice is min-speeded or like speed EV'd, it goes to like 49-ish? Or is it exactly 50? We're 51. Oh, we're meant to outspeed. No, they outspeed. Well, this got a little bit worse. Huh. It got a little bit worse. Uh-oh. I mean, yeah, yikes. Oh, Life Orb's gonna save me. Thank goodness. All right, so we just have to protect their final turn of Dynamax. And also burn the fake out on the Rilla. Dang it, Grassy Glide disappears. Hold on, I have an idea. There's no point in double protecting because I have Babiri Berry. So I think I live a Steel Spike. If I can live a Behemoth Blade from a +1zation, I think I can live a neutral Steel Spike from this thing. Right? Has to be. So since I have the Babiri Berry, I think this is a pretty opportune time to knock out the Rilla by just detecting straight up and clicking Glacial Lance here. Let's do exactly just that. I'm feeling confident about this. I think we got this. This is a good battle. It's really back and forth. There's no cut and dry victor yet. It's like, okay, this turn can make or break the game. There's the fake out into the Earth spot. Max Steel Spike, Babiri Berry, save me. Nom 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 nom. That is the yummiest berry in all the land. Oh, hilarious. Not even half. Honestly amazing. Honestly amazing. Here's a Glacial Lance. Goodbye, Rillaboom. You can't knock out my Urshifu now. Now the Metagross has to deal with Wicked Blows. And now the Metagross can only go for single target moves. I have a ground move on my Calyrex-Ice. I have a dark move that crits on my Urshifu, which is the clear obvious threat here because they have +3 defenses set up. So my ground move at +1 probably won't be doing any damage, but is what it is. All right, their Dynamax is now up. They got no Mons left. We've cleaned the field. Here's a Wicked Blow. Here is a Horsepower. I just realized I also don't even have Trick Room on this Mon, even though I thought I did. Uh-oh. Speed Bomb could come in handy one day, though. Oh, almost messed that up already. Let's just go for the ground stab. Not stab. Ground super effective move. Also, Wicked Blow will probably just one-shot, right? Wicked Blow things. This is why we preserve the Urshifu. This is exactly why. I think we won that. I don't want to say we won that at team preview, but I think that realizing that Urshifu was the clear win condition at team preview and just using that knowledge to preserve it throughout the whole game was what gave us that victory. Anyways, super big GG. Now that's a team and a half. Okay, they have Lightning Rod, Swordfish, Thundurus, and Ditto. I definitely want Trick Room against this team. Like, absolutely, without a doubt, need a Trick Room against this team. I also need to leave Alecki behind against this team. It does not do anything. Question is, do I Trick Room with Palkia or Trick Room with Cofagrigus? Or do I just lead both, dude? Like, just lead both. I do have Fake Tears on this Cofagrigus. Make them guess. Make them guess which one's going for Trick Room, right? Why not? Let's go with Lurantis in the back and Calyrex. I don't really need Urshi here. Urshi just kind of gets deleted by Kingdra and by Thundurus, so we're going to avoid that. I think the Lurantis is pretty important against the Ogre. I think the Palkia is pretty important against the Zacian, so let's do that. Okay, I'm feeling a little bit confident about this game. I like this team. Maybe I should just play Calyrex-Ice, honestly. Like, I've been avoiding playing Calyrex-Ice at a regionals just because I don't like watching Calyrex-Ice games. I know, I'm sorry. Hypocrite, right? You guys are watching Calyrex-Ice games. I just think they're too slow sometimes. and I like me some hard-hitting games. They're gonna lead with the blind Ditto. So they're gonna get their own Cofagrigus on the field. Is the way, okay? Fine, I guess. Interesting. Okay, we learn that the Ditto is the slowest. So is this Sash Ditto? Because it went, or this is Scarfed Ogre. No, because if it's, no, I think it's if it's Sash Ditto, it's Scarfed Ogre. Because the Ogre went before the Palkia, and then the Ditto went in terms of like abilities. So I Trick Room. If they Trick Room, I Trick Room, fine, whatever. Should I double Trick Room, predicting them to Trick Room my Trick Room, and then Trick Room the Trick Room Trick Room? Did Kevin just throw a game away just for a meme? Probably. I could have. It's possible. Let's see how this turns out. Can my Cofagrigus live an Ogre in the rain? Excuse me for not having Cofagrigus calcs up at hand, you know? I don't have them written down in front of me. They do just go for the Max Geyser. Into the Cofagrigus, and that's Cofagrigus gone. Now let's see if they Trick Roomed, or if they just fake tiered me or something. They Willowed me, so I got Trick Room up. That's all I wanted. That's all I needed. That's perfect. Awesome. All right, problem solved. Here's Trick Room. Question is, what do I do? Do I go into Lurantis now? I do have Seed Bomb on Calyrex. I could like, oh, but they have like, I have to get rid of. I have to get rid of so many things first. Like first, I actually have to get rid of this Cofagrigus because Cofagrigus has Will-O-Wisp, and Lurantis doesn't appreciate that. But I do think just like a max. I also do think no matter what I do, hopefully I crit here. That's like my plan. Hopefully I crit is the game plan of the night. And let me go for the Max Geyser into that Ditto spot. Just get rid of it. It's gonna probably try to get a Will-O-Wisp off on my Lurantis. I say try because there is a chance to miss, and I'd much rather have it Will-O-Wisp my Lurantis than something else like my Calyrex-Ice. The Willow on my Palkia actually doesn't matter at all. I'm surprised they didn't click fake tiers. They probably will now, but we'll see how this Trick Room works out. All right, Leaf Blade into the Ogre. Gonna chip it. Followed by my Geyser. I outspeed their Ditto. That's good information to have. All right, well, bye, Ditto. Wasn't sashed. What were you? Was it actually Scarfed? That was weird. Weird turn. They go for the Hailstorm. We're Assault Vested. We should eat this up. Hardly. This is why we have Assault Vest, friends. This is why we carry Assault Vest. All right, what else did they have on their team? They had, I think, Azation somewhere. Everyone's getting buffeted by the hail. I'm getting burnt by the burn. And in comes Zacian. We just Geyser Zacian if we see Zacian, and then we just keep plugging Leaf Blades on Ogre. Togedemaru! Not what I expected. I don't want to get fake outed and then KO'd. I kind of just want to swap into Calyrex for now. And I'm just gonna Geyser Togedemaru. Does Togedemaru carry fake out? Why am I nervous about Togedemaru? I'm sure it does, right? Is that like one of the most... I don't see this Pokemon often. I'm sorry, guys. I should know this. I should know this, but I just don't. Togedemaru. Iron Head, Zingzap, fake out. Okay, cool. So I at least know somewhat what to expect. It sucks that I have to change the weather. I actually want the Togedemaru to take hail damage, but it won't happen. It's fine. We'll switch it back into rain for what it's worth. Calyrex low-key a sack here, I think, by accident. Just so I preserve the Lurantis. I feel like Lurantis can be very useful in the end game. They do fake out that spot. Awesome. Here's a Geyser now into this poor little rat. Question is, were they smart and did they go for... They're not even... They're sturdy? Or are they just sashed? No, they're sashed. They are lightning rod. They're just sashed. Okay, got it. Were they smart? Did they go for Geyser? Nope, they went for Hailstorm. Perfect. They're gonna KO their own Lurantis. They went for my Palkia? Man, Palkia don't care. Palkia will eat everything you got for breakfast. Awesome. And I think that's their final turn of Dynamax, while we still have one more. And their Togedemaru is now gone. Unfortunately, we are not in the rain. So my Geyser will not be doing maximum damage to their Zacian. But I can Wyrmwind the Ogre, who is presumably Scarfed. Unless the Ditto was. There's really no way of knowing. Yeah, I could just do that, though. What if I just do Seed Bomb into Ogre and Geyser? Into Zacian? Do I lose anything by doing that? How about this? I'll Geyser into Ogre and Seed Bomb into Ogre. And then if Ogre dies, it'll redirect into Zacian. I think KOing Ogre is the important thing this turn because Zacian is probably protecting. Alright, see how this turn plays out. Zacian does protect. It's almost like we play Pokemon or something. Here's Seed Bomb now into the Ogre spot. Let's see if this knocks out. Does just straight up knock out. Okay, but that's good that we practice, you know, our move choices. Because I think that was the best case scenario. Was just realizing the Ogre has to knock out or has to get knocked out here. So we should double into it no matter what. And then if we do KO, then it gets redirected. Fine, whatever. Question now. How many turns of Trick Room we got left? Because I think this was our last because we set Trick Room up turn 1, right? I believe that to be the case. Ooh, we have more turns? 1? Yes, GG. We just have to hit our moves. Easier said than done. Wish me luck. We just have to connect. But they didn't. God, I could have missed. If my opponent who knew who they were playing up against, if you guys knew this was Kevin from Pokésports, you would have never backed out there. Because it was very likely I just missed both those moves and lost. Oh, almost Rinya. Wait, actually, this is very un-Rinya. There's no Gastro, and the second restricted is not Zacian. Okay. I see you, Calyrex. Calyrex Shadow. I definitely want Trick Room against this team, I think. But they could always carry like Imprison Trick Room or just Trick Room by itself on the Calyrex Shadow. Cofagrigus does not like the smell of that Calyrex. Urshifu loves it though. I almost want to go Urshifu Aleki as my lead. Because then that prepares me for the Calyrex matchup, and it also prepares me for the Charizard matchup. Very well, in fact, in both cases. Is this a Lurantis game? There is Intimidate, so it could be. This is definitely not a Calyrex-Ice game, even though it would help a little bit against the Groudon, but I think Lurantis can do the same. Let's do this. Let's bring Lurantis over Calyrex-Ice. I can't believe those words just came out of my mouth, but hey, we're doing it. Listen, sometimes you gotta play, sometimes you gotta go crazy on the ladder. This is best of one. Your opponent's gonna see your bad play, forget about it the next game. Like us double trick rooming the last game and it actually working. But it didn't work the way that I planned it working, right? I expected them to trick room, me to trick room, and then me to trick room again to set trick room up in the end game. But I guess them KOing me and then me setting it anyway was fine also. All right, Magic Key. See what's so magical about you. See what your lead's gonna be. Ensign, Calyrex, Horse. All right. My name is Kevin, and I'm thinking about Dynamaxing Urshifu. Would you guys be upset with me if I did that right now? Hold on, before I do something as ridiculous as Dynamax Urshifu, is there a reason for me not to just protect this turn. How about I just protect? How? Let me not Dynamax turn 1 and throw the game immediately to a Charizard in the back waiting to KO me. Yeah, let me just not. Not yet. Question is, do they predict that and go for the fake out onto my Alecki? They do withdraw the Cali, which I think is the best play that they can do, and then they swap into the Groudon. Awesome. I mean, Alecki does not appreciate Groudon at all. But we do get the Electro Web off. There is no fake out, so they are going to go for the parting shot into one of my 2 spots. That's really good damage on Incin, though. We're going to take some Life Orb. They do go for the parting shot into my Alecki. Okay, well, I'm planning on swapping out the Alecki here anyway. Probably into my Lurantis. Well, they just lost their fake out pressure. And they go into their Venusaur, though. Yeah. I think I'm going to Lurantis there. Then Palkia there. I think I'm going to double swap here. Wish me luck. I'm not very confident about this play, but I protect myself from the sleep on both sides, and I resist the Precipice Blades on one of the sides. And I think my next goal has to be to try to Trick Room. They're just going to Dynamax and make me cry. Ugh, that's bad. Safari Ball. I really thought sleep was going to be their play there. I wonder why they feel like they needed to Dynamax, though. I think Dynamax is a little aggressive. But hey, this Venusaur can wreck me right about now, unfortunately. Let's see what they decided to go into. G-Max Vine Lash into the... I'm sad. We took that well. Is that like a tanky weakness policy set or something? So Ward's Dance. So please no. I think I'm in danger. Yeah, I don't know what to do, to be honest. I think I have to just Dynamax the Lurantis. Like, I don't want to do it, but I think I'm doing it. Just gonna go right into this Groudon here and make the attempted Trick Room. I don't think I'll get it off, but I don't really have another option, right? I think this is sort of kind of my only play. Because I can't go into the Alecki right now to take a +2 Precipice Blades or a Vine Lash. And I really got to preserve the Urshifu for the Calyrex matchup later down the line in the game. I don't know. It just kind of feels like no matter what I do, I'm in a bad situation. At least I know that maybe Lurantis can live a +2 Precipice. The good news is the Groudon can't Dynamax after that +2, which would be a lot scarier, in my opinion. They do go for the Max Flare. I'm sad, but we have a Solvest. We are on fire, but we do eat that up, which means the Palkia might get a chance. Never mind. No Palkia. They did just double connect with the Precipice, unfortunately, but we did take that very well with the Lurantis, and we get the Max Overgrow off. Hey, honestly, amazing damage. I don't think I can complain about that amount of damage there. I wish I was able to change the weather, but I just can't. Like, maybe if I Dynamaxed my Palkia, but I was at half health. It was a risky Dynamax there. I wonder if I just go with the Urshifu. If I can just Wicked Blow, because I should be outspeeding Groudon. Oh, but I'm going to lose Sash. That's the issue, the Sash. Yeah, I mean, no matter what I do, I feel like this is just a bad situation. I wasn't able to get the speed control this game, and their Venusaur is wrecking me right now. Yeah, I'll just Wicked Blow here. If they swap an Incin, then they give me Contrary. I'm nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. This game actually means nothing. This is just a game on the ladder. It's a best of one. They do just go for the Vine Lash into my poor little Urshi, who will not live the damage taken from the vines next turn. So unfortunately, it looks like I won't have the Pokemon that I like really needed. Oh, and they live. GG's. They lived. Wait, Lurantis lived too, but still. My Lucky can't knock out the Groudon, which is what I needed. G-Max Flutterby. Bada bing. Does no damage. Yeah, I think this is a GG. I think we've met our match, and the match is Dynamax Venusaur with Groudon speed control. All right, well, let's see what a Lucky can do in the back. Do I have any other type of moves on this Lucky besides Electric? Nope. I do not. So if I can't knock out the Groudon with the Lurantis, I can't win. Well, anyway, here's an Lucky. Buzz, buzz. Their Dynamax is over, which means they can try to sleep things again. I mean, hey, maybe they miss Precipice Blades, right? I could Knuckle, but that's going to make me -1 because of Contrary. Let me just go for a Flutterby into Groudon. That should be enough, surely, right? And Protect. I'm gonna still try to win no matter what, right? It's still in my best case to try to just win. Weather Ball is gonna kill me though. We're living in 19. Thanks to the Flutterby from last turn. Press dodge it. Come on, Lurantis. Dang it. GG. Unfortunately, Lurantis was not able to knock out the Groudon in the most crucial of times. And Alecki, unfortunately, cannot touch this Groudon. Ouch. Now, I could forfeit and save my opponent time, but I think it'd be funnier if I didn't. Make him guess. No, but that's GG. I'm going to forfeit. Anyway, I mean, honestly, this team is fun, though, right? It's not like it's a bad team. I also do think, like, what could I have done better? Let's take a second to look at what I could have done better. Maybe bring Calyrex here. Calyrex would have gotten the job done, right? Calyrex would have probably been able to knock out that Groudon, would have been able to knock out that Venusaur. Probably would have gotten slept by it, though. But the second that they showed me that they Dynamaxed, I could have probably brought Calyrex in and confidently lived a hit. The other thing I didn't do right was not set up Trick Room. Maybe leading with Palkia was the better option. I did lead with a very hyper-aggressive speed lead. Didn't work out. Anyway, let's get you guys that rental code. And here you have the rental code for the Lurantis team. Thank you again, QuiverDancer on Twitter, for supplying us with this team. It is a really cool team, and it makes me happy that, you know, people are still trying to be creative when it comes to regionals. I understand that consistent teams consistently win, but I feel like there's always sometimes a pocket pick that squeezes its way through. Like, I think Nontaro just won Taiwan regionals with Xerneas at the time I was recording this, which is wild, like, right? It's like you won a regionals with Xerneas. Everyone forgot about that Pokemon because it's Asian. So, you know, when those fun little pocket picks squeeze their way through, it does make me happy. And I think there is something here with this team. Of course, it's not perfect, but there is something here. I do think Safety Goggles on Palkia is a great addition. I think a Babiri Berry on Calyrex is a great addition. I think Lurantis has a lot of potential. I think Urshifu, a lot of potential. Haven't gotten convinced on Mummy yet, but I'll take your word for it. Maybe try a Shadow Sneak Dusclops there. I guess that's like the one change that I would do. Maybe just like, instead of having 2 pocket picks, you only have 1. But overall, very fun team. Really fun playing it. If you guys enjoyed today's video, you know what to do. Hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokésports if you haven't done so already. I'm Kevin, Pokésports. Have a great night. Peace out. Bye-bye.